Everyone, once again, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you a lesson plan based on the title Comparing Decimal Numbers. So without any further delay, let me get started. To begin with, the lesson plan must have title which says Decimal Numbers, subtitle Comparing Decimal Numbers, learning objective. The students will be able to compare two or more decimal numbers using greater, smaller or equal to sign. The students will be able to appreciate the importance of decimal fractions in comparing and sharing. Okay? Teaching aids, chart paper and PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Now, the lesson plan begins with introduction, which should not exceed more than 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. The teacher writes the following two numbers on the board with a space between them, 123 and 23. The teacher asks the learners to compare these two numbers using greater sign, smaller sign or equal to sign. Okay, so the students have to think and compare which is the greater number, 123 or 23. The expected response will be 123 is greater than 23. Then teacher projects a chart on the screen, as you can see. Now teacher asks the learners to read out the numbers and note them down in their notebooks. The expected response of the students will be 45.78 and the second one 54.87. Then the teacher asks the students to identify the greater number. The expected response of the students will be 54.87. Okay. After which the teacher says that the place value chart helps us in comparing numbers, and today we are going to study and compare decimal numbers. So this is how the teacher will introduce the topic to the class. Then the teacher will move to the procedure. The procedure should not be more than 30 minutes. Keep that in mind. The teacher continues with an activity. Teacher shows the following questions on the chart paper, as you can see on the screen. Teacher asks the students to compare these decimals using the greater, smaller or equal to sign. Okay. After few minutes, the expected response of the students would be like, then the teacher explains the following examples and asks the students to note them down in their notebooks. Example 1. Copy and complete the number line below. Can you see there is a number line? Okay. So there are some strands which do not have numbers below, so students have to fill up those numbers. The expected response would be like, as you can see on the screen. Then example number 2, compare 4.105 and 3.05. Again, the teacher projects the chart which has the numbers shown, as you can see on the screen. The teacher explains the following points. Number 1, on comparison we find that the first number has 4 ones, whereas the second one has 3 ones. As 4 is more than 3, or as 4 is greater than 3, so we can say that 4.105 is greater than 3.05. Okay. Then example number 3, compare 0.23 and 0.023. The teacher explains the following points. In the ones place we have 0 in both numbers. We compare the digits in the tens place. Okay. In the tens place we see that 2 is greater than 0. So therefore 0.2 is greater than 0.023. Then example 4, 0.825 and 0.826. This we have to compare. The teacher explains the following points. Here in the tens place we see that we have 8 in both numbers. In the hundreds place we have 2 in both the numbers. On comparing the thousands place we have 6 and 5, and since 6 is greater than 5, so we can say that 0.826 is greater than 0.825. Then example number 5, compare 3.40 and 3.040. Now this the students are expected to answer, and their expected response would be something like: the whole number part of both the number is equal, that is 3. Proceeding to the decimal part, we compare the digits in the 10th place, and we see that one number has 4 in the 10th place, the other number has 0 in the 10th place. Since 4 is greater than 0, so we can say that 3.40 is greater than 3.040. Then example number 6. A farmer collected 10 eggs and harvested 10 apples. The mass of each egg was 23 gram, while each apple was 25 gram. Question number 1. Find the mass of the eggs in kilograms. Question number 2. Find the mass of the apples in kilograms. Question number 3. Compare the total mass of eggs and apples using greater sign. Which item had smaller mass? Explain. Solution would be: total number of eggs is equal to 10. Mass of each egg is equal to 23 gram. So total mass of the eggs in kilograms will be equal to 23 gram multiplied by 10 equal to 230 gram. Now since 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram, so we can say 1 gram is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilogram, and therefore 230 gram will be 1 upon 1000 into 230, that is 230 by 1000 kg, and which is equal to 0.23 kg. Answer number B. Total number of apples is equal to 10. Mass of each apple is 25 gram. Therefore total mass of the apples in kilogram is equal to 25 into 10 is equal to 250 gram, which is equal to 250 by 1000 kg, which is equal to 0.25 kg. Number C. Total mass of apples in kilogram is 0.25 kg. Total mass of eggs in kilogram is equal to 0.23 kg. Now since 0.25 is greater than 0.23, therefore the eggs had smaller mass as compared to the apples. This is the answer. Now example number 7. A farmer recorded the amount of milk from her farm as follows. Okay, thus the teacher displays a chart on the screen. It has days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and amount of milk on each day. Now question which the teacher asks: on which day had the farmer recorded the highest amount of milk? B. Arrange the recorded amount of milk from the largest to the smallest. So answer number A will be: the farmer recorded the highest amount of milk on Wednesday, and if I arrange the amount of milk from the largest to the smallest, it would be 0.34. As you can see, HL is greater than 0.30 HL, as which is greater than 0.25, which is greater than 0.23 HL. Okay. Now after this, the teacher continues with the group activity. The teacher divides the class into groups consisting of students with different learning abilities, that is slow, average, and fast. And then teacher instructs the slow learners groups to solve level A questions. First of all, teacher projects a set of questions which has set A, set B, and set C. Now the teacher instructs the slow learners groups to solve level A questions, average learner groups to solve level B questions, and fast learner groups to solve level C questions. The teacher instructs the students who have completed before time to progress to the next level questions in case the students from the fast learner group complete before time. Questions from the previous level may be assigned to them. Okay, so the questions which would be given to the students would be set A. These are the questions as you can see on the screen. Set B. Set A is for the slow learners, and then set B questions for average learners, as you can see on the screen. And then set C for fast learners, as you can see on the screen. The students will be given sufficient time to answer these questions. Once they have solved, the teacher shares the answers with them. Set A answers, then set B answers, and then set C answers. Okay, after all the students have finished answering, teacher discusses the answers and clarifies the doubts of the students, if any. Then after this, the teacher moves to the closure. Closure should not be more than 5 minutes. The teacher writes the few numbers on the board, as you can see on the screen. Okay, then the teacher chooses any one. The teacher chooses any one of these numbers, but does not disclose to the students which number she has chosen. She instructs the students to guess which number she has chosen. She asks the students to ask her questions like, is your number greater than something, or does your number have 4 tens, etc., etc. Whatever question the students would be asking, the teacher will only answer yes or no to the questions asked. Okay, so this way the students will be answering questions like, is your number greater than some dash, does your number have 4 tens, etc., etc., and the teacher will answer yes or no. Each time a question is asked, the teacher must cross out the number that has been eliminated. Okay, then note that the teacher can repeat this activity until the time permits. Teacher could play this game by using the timer function to encourage the learners to ask better questions and find the number the teacher is thinking of. So do not forget to use a timer to play this game, and you can keep playing this game until the time permits. Always remember to have activities in closure in your lesson plan throughout, because activity based learning gives better results and the children enjoy learning at the same time. So what will be the learning outcomes when this lesson plan is executed? Number 1, the learner compares 2 or more decimal numbers using greater, smaller, equal to sign. The learner interprets comparison of decimal numbers in daily life. Okay, so this is it, my dear viewers. I hope you have liked this lesson plan. Thank you for watching, and if you have liked it, then please give a thumbs up. Comment me which other lesson plan you want to see so that I can upload it, and share it with your peer groups, and subscribe to my channel. Till then, bye bye.